Bledsoe was arrested.
Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So 35-year-old Louisiana resident, Marine veteran, and Proud Boys member Matthew LeBrun traveled to D.C. with fellow Proud bigot and gay porn actor Stephen Miles. So LeBrun exchanged text messages with members of the Oath Keepers in the early morning hours of January 6th, and they had agreed to meet at the Oath Keepers Hotel, you know, where they had a huge stash of weapons. So LeBrun ended up ditching them. He ended up sending a message to Oath Keeper Donovan Krall, and he said that he, quote, got called to respond to Antifa in Freedom Plaza. Supposedly, they busted a woman in the face. Going to meet up with some guys now. 2 hours later, he messaged Krall again, and he said, quote, hey, brother, I'ma crash in D.C. with the PBs and meet up with y'all tomorrow at some point. We're out toying with BLM, LOL. So later that morning, LeBrun headed to the Capitol. He was with the rest of the Proud Boys. And this was, again, long before Trump's speech ended. So they were not there to see Trump speak. LeBrun was wearing a tactical vest. He had a 3%ers patch attached to the front. Because, you know, that's what peaceful tourists wear. That's the gear of the peaceful tourist. And he was present when his fellow Proud Boys were leading the charge at Peace Circle against, you know, the very outnumbered police. This was during the very first violent breach of the Capitol grounds. So after LeBrun and the others overran the officers at Peace Circle, they chased the police to the next defensive line on the West Plaza. And they tore down barricades. So LeBrun and the others advanced further onto the plaza. And then LeBrun's co-defendant, Stephen Miles, ended up assaulting the police. It started off just as a verbal confrontation, and it escalated to a physical attack very quickly. Miles attempted to punch an officer. LeBrun did not. He was not involved, but he was standing right behind his friend when this all went down. So the police finally sprayed the crowd with chemicals to try to stop this attack. LeBrun ended up retreating with Miles. They went and washed Miles' eyes out. They were helping other people wash their eyes out. But instead of taking the hint and saying, you know, yeah, maybe we're not supposed to be here, no, Miles goes on to help facilitate the breach of the Capitol. So after he recovered from his pepper spray, he and LeBrun headed over to the Upper West Terrace, and Miles smashed in a Capitol window with a piece of lumber. This was on the side of the Senate wing doors. So Miles was the second person to climb into the building, and then LeBrun was right behind him. And then LeBrun and his friend walked toward the Senate chamber. Luckily, they ran into another police line, and then they were escorted out of the building. So they were only inside for 3 minutes. The FBI interviewed LeBrun shortly after charging him, and they said that he admitted to all of his actions, and he provided his devices without a subpoena. So he gave up all of that for them to search. So LeBrun was arrested on April 12th of 2022, and he was charged with entering a restricted building or grounds, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, and parading or demonstrating in a Capitol. In October of 2023, LeBrun pleaded guilty to the parading charge, so he faced up to 6 months in prison, 5 years of probation, and $5,000 in fines. This time, the prosecutor requested the full 6-month prison term. They also asked for 1 year of probation, 60 hours of community service, and $500 in restitution. And the prosecutor noted LeBrun has no criminal history. And they said he was very compliant throughout the process of his arrest, also his pretrial release, being out, you know, before his plea deal and all that. So he didn't violate anything. Unfortunately, as with his co-defendant, LeBrun had one of the weakest January 6 judges of all. U.S. District Judge Gia Cobb presided over LeBrun's case, and she gave him a complete and total pass. She sentenced LeBrun to only 2 years of probation and $500 in restitution. And no, for those who don't know, Judge Cobb is not a Trump appointee. She was appointed by Biden. She is a terrible Biden pick. So I will let you know if I hear any more about this guy. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, please share, and subscribe to the channel if you have not. Please donate if you possibly can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.